Jai Hind students. Today we are going to start our chapter number 3 of biology book NCERT, Human Reproduction. In the continuity of the offline classes, today we are going to start this chapter. I think you have prepared your notes and attempt all the multiple choice question and 2 and 3 marks question which I have sent you. See, the chapter number 3 of human reproduction, as we are aware that humans reproduce sexually and they are viviparous. Here sexual reproduction you can understand, you can correlate your sexual reproduction with chapter number 1. What were the events that take place in the sexual reproduction? कौन कौन सी घटनाएं सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन में होती हैं? एंड द सेकेंड क्वालिटी ऑफ रिप्रोडक्शन of human is they are viviparous. Viviparous means they deliver their young ones. Now the reproductive events consist of following steps as usual. Pre-fertilization stage. In pre-fertilization stage means fertilization से पहले क्या होता है? Gametogenesis. Since the humans are sexually reproducing organisms, so there must be formation of gametes. Gametes का बनना अति आवश्यक है. Then we know that gametes are of two types, male gamete and female gamete. Then in gametogenesis we will study both the formation of male gamete, that is sperm, and female gamete, that is ovum or egg. Second step included in pre-fertilization is transfer of gametes. This here in the case of human it is called as insemination. Like in plants, transfer of gametes called as pollination. Here transfer of gametes is called as insemination. The second step is fertilization, means the meeting of the both gamete, male and female. The third stage is post fertilization events. It will include the result of fertilization, that is zygote formation, and the second development of this zygote, that is embryogenesis. Okay. Now there are certain terms that is related to the human reproduction. The term is implantation. Here implantation means attachment of blastocyst. Blastocyst is a stage in embryogenesis. You will study it later. Implantation means attachment of blastocyst to the uterine wall. ड्यूरिंग जाइगोट फॉर्मेशन होते वक्त जब सेल डिविजन्स होते हैं और एम्ब्रियो का डेवलपमेंट होता है, तो एट अ सर्टेन स्टेज इट कम्स टू द यूट्रस एंड ज्वाइंट एट इट्स इनर वॉल. दिस हैपनिंग इज कॉल्ड एज इम्प्लांटेशन. सेकेंड इज gestation. Whole embryonic development period is called as gestation. Like in human being it is of 9 months. The third term is parturition. Here the parturition means delivery of the baby. That's why the human beings are called as viviparous. These are the terms that is specially related to human reproduction, that is implantation, gestation, parturition. That these are scientific terms. Okay. The next point, and we have already learned that sexual reproduction includes lifespan also. So we are talking about the reproductive stage of the human being, that is after puberty. Okay, the next structure is the first structure is the male reproductive system. As in the same way, in the case of plants, we have read about the structure of flowers, anther, and pistil. So, here, first of all, we will study the male reproductive system. The whole male reproductive system is divided into or can be studied in four groups. The first is testis, second, accessory ducts, third, glands, associated glands, and the fourth is external genitalia, means the organ which is seen from the outside of the body and the sex can be determined by that organ. So we will study one by one these reproductive system organs. Come to the testis. We are talking about human beings. A pair of testes is present which lies outside within a pouch called scrotum. Scrotum, it's an important term. Scrotums helps to maintain low temperature of testis which is necessary for spermatogenesis. Sometimes it is an important short question. Sometimes it comes why the temperature or why it is necessary to keep the temperature down with the help of a scrotum, because it is necessary for spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis we will read further, the formation of sperms. Now in each testis, come to the each testis, there is a pair of testis, and then come to the each testis. Each testis contains 250 testicular lobules, about 250 testicular lobules. Please remember the number also, sometimes it is asked in MCQs or short questions. First of all, there is a pair of testes. It lies within a pouch called a scrotum. A scrotum lies outside the body and it maintains the low temperature of the testis which is necessary for spermatogenesis. Now each testis contains 250 testicular lobules. Come to the one testicular lobule. Now each lobules will contain 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules, means testis, inside the testis 250 testicular lobules, and inside single testicular lobules, or we can say that inside each testicular lobules there is 1 to 3 seminiferous tubules. Okay, you have to remember the position or which lies within which structure. You have to remember it. Now we will study about the single seminiferous tubule. One single seminiferous tubule. If we come to or concentrate to one single seminiferous tubule, it is lined by two types of cell. One group of cell is called as male germ cells or spermatogonia. It performs, these are myocytes, means 2N, male mother cell or sperm mother cell. It will go meiotic divisions and form sperm, which we will study in spermatogenesis. Now this tubule contains also second group of cells that are called Sertoli cells or sister cells. Their function is to give nutrition to the germ cells, because germ cells has to divide, undergo meiotic divisions, and they have to form sperms. So nutrition is provided by the sister or Sertoli cells. Okay, we are talking about single seminiferous tubule. Remember, ऐसा 1 से 3 सेमिनिफेरस टिब्यूल एक टेस्टिकुलर लोब्यूल में है, एंड देयर इज अबाउट 250 टेस्टिकुलर लोब्यूल in a single testis, and there is a pair of testis in male human being. Okay, now here this is a complete diagram of male reproductive system. We will learn all these labeling, all the terms one by one. Here you will see many ducts. Now in the next slide we will study about the interstitial space that is found in the testicular lobule. We have seen that in single testicular lobule there is 1 to 3 seminiferous tubule. So outside each seminiferous tubules there are some spaces left between the two tubules. मीन्स अगर हम लोग एक गोल राउंड से स्ट्रक्चर में यू शेप्ड ट्यूब को डालते हैं तो तीनों ट्यूब के बीच बाहर में दो ट्यूब के बीच में स्पेस बचेंगे. दैट स्पेस इज कॉल्ड इंटरस्टिशियल स्पेस. सेमिनिफेरस टिब्यूल्स में क्या थे? दो टाइप्स के सेल थे, सर्टोली सेल्स एंड स्पर्मेटोगोनिया. इन द इंटरस्टिशियल स्पेसेस lies certain cells called interstitial cells or Leydig cells that synthesize and secrete testicular hormones that is called androgens. Again this question is important. Question comes, give the importance of Leydig cells or which hormone is secreted by Leydig cells. Answer is androgens. Now here this is the complete structure of the only testicular lobules. Means we have studied that in each testis there is about 250 testicular lobules. In each testicular lobule there is 2 to 3 seminiferous tubule, and in between the seminiferous tubules lies interstitial spaces. In the interstitial spaces there are Leydig cells that synthesize and secrete testicular hormones called androgens. And in the seminiferous tubules there is two types of cell, male germ cells and Sertoli cells. Now come to the second structure of the male reproductive system, that is accessory ducts. Accessory means that helps or that provide help to some other work. So these are called accessory ducts. These accessory ducts are arranged in a certain fashion in the male reproductive system. In a ascending or descending manner we can read it. These accessory ducts come out of the testicular lobules, means come out of the testis and form duct-like structure. This duct-like structure we have to follow their arrangement according to their presence. This question is also very important for exam. Always the question comes, give the path of the sperm. Because a sperm is being formed in the testis, they have to follow the path of these accessory ducts to come out or for insemination. The path is, we have studied that in one testicular lobule there is 2 to 3 seminiferous tubules. Each seminiferous tubule open into vasa efferentia through rete testis. Means rete testis will come first. Seminiferous tubules combines into the first space structure called rete testis, which will open into the vasa efferentia. This vasa efferentia opens into an epididymous duct-like structure that you will see in the book, cap-like structure covering the testis or overlapping at the certain space of the testis, that is epididymous. It is also differentiated into 2 or 3 types, but it is not given in NCERT. This epididymous leads to vasa deferens that ascends to abdomen. Now this vasa deferens will rise upward into the abdomen and it will form a loop, एक loop like structure बनाएगा over the urinary bladder, जो कि urinary bladder, remember it and correlate the structure with the excretory system. Okay, kidney, urinary bladder where urines are stored. There this vasa deferens forms a loop like structure and opens into urethra. That is also the urinary path where the urine comes out. This is the whole structure, and urethra now opens externally through urethral meatus. Means how the path has been defined. Remember it, it is very important question. First, rete testis, which leads to vasa efferentia, which leads to epididymous, then epididymous leads to vasa deferens, and vasa deferens ascends to the abdomen, means abdomen की ओर ascend करता है, ऊपर चढ़ता है, and loops over the urinary bladder and opens into the urethra. Urethra and urinary bladder, you can see the structure from the excretory system, kidney. Now it comes out from the urethral meatus. Remember one thing, that for the urination and for the insemination, both the path is same in male reproductive system. These accessory ducts that is given in NCERT book also, and I have followed totally NCERT book, is very important for the exam. Underline that lines in the NCERT book and remember the sequence. Rete testis, vasa efferentia, epididymous, vasa deferens, then urethra, and then it comes out through urethral meatus. Now the third structure related to male reproductive system is the accessory glands. As we have read in the previous chapters also, that always gametes need a medium to flow. हमेशा गैमेट को फ्लो करने के लिए एक मीडियम चाहिए. बिकॉज द फीमेल गैमेट हैज़ बिकम स्टेशनरी, इट हैज़ बिकम सीडेंट्री. मेल गैमेट जो है वो मूवमेंट नहीं करती है हायर ऑर्गेनिजम्स में. इट इज़ सिचुएटेड at a fixed position, like in plants it is situated inside the ovule, but the pollen grains need to fly or needs to come to the ovary or near the egg. So in human being also, these accessory glands helps to keep the gametes alive. They modify their structure also, and they help in the movement of the and they provide a medium to flow for these gametes. It includes a pair of seminal vesicles. पेयर याद रखेंगे कौन सा ग्लैंड पेयर होता है और कौन सा ग्लैंड सिंगल होता है. A pair of seminal vesicles, prostate gland and bulbourethral glands. This is also present in pair. This line is very important, given in NCERT book. Secretion of these glands constitute the seminal plasma, and this secretory is very rich in fructose, calcium and certain enzymes that keep the gamete alive and provides a rich medium for their transfer to the opposite gamete. Bulbourethral glands help in lubrications. and bulbourethral glands, because during movement friction may arise during the movement of the gametes, so they lubricate the medium also. These are accessory glands related to the male reproductive system. Okay, this is the whole topic that is included in male reproductive system. Today, brief summary: we have studied the structure of male reproductive system, which consists of testes, accessory glands, then comes to the accessory ducts and external genitalia, that is the structure that we can see externally and morphologically. Okay, this slides includes the page number 42, 3 and half 44 of the NCERT book. I have completely followed the NCERT book, not more than that and not less than that. Okay, thank you. Jai Hind. Hope you all are safe and